Charlotte, lovely to have you here for me to pick your brains, as always. We are talking today about a part of the MPOWDER offering that has been part of our community since day one. For me personally, navigating the swirliness that was perimenopause for me, so much of the frustration for me was having to go and have siloed conversations with multiple practitioners to get a true understanding of what could work for my body and mind, and then understanding where supplements fitted, often alongside medical recommendations. And so it was very important to us from day one to offer an opportunity for females to have two stages of consultation. One is entirely free, so they can access our health concierge regardless of whether they take our formulations or not, just to be signposted to the sources we trust as a team. And that's a constantly evolving list of good medical practitioners, trusted internet sources in terms of data and latest research, actually brands that we love, other supplements doing good things that may be better fitted for their needs at that moment in time, as well as information about our formulas. And then if people subscribe to our products and or they have a conversation with our health concierge that feels like there's a more complex need, we have our naturopathic and nutritionist team that's available too, and you are part of that. I'd like you to maybe explain for people that are curious about what happens in those, what people come into asking you about and what you hope to leave them with following consultation with you.
Yeah, as you said, it's amazing that anyone can book those whole health concierge sessions. And if someone has underlying health conditions or for any reason they might benefit from a deeper practitioner-led approach, we're able to spend time and talk about some of those things. Firstly, and we've spoken about this lots before, the sessions are totally sales free. That's not the priority here. So therefore, it's more of a supportive space. We can take a whole body, a holistic, whole mind, however you want to describe it,
Mm.
approach to your menopause experience or midlife experience. So we'll talk about your symptoms. We might dip into some elements of your history, your lifestyle, your particular goals. It might be about very specific questions about the products in relation to ingredients, medications, or perhaps supplements that you're using. And by looking at all of these things together, we're able to have a really meaningful conversation so that you can then receive some really practical guidance tailored to what you're dealing with at the moment.
Mm.
And that feeling after that conversation is that you'll have been listened to, you'll have felt heard, understood, and really equipped with some simple actions that you can take, things that you can do straight away, especially if
Mm.
it's around those lifestyle factors. And also, I think it's important to reiterate that we want you to work together with other providers,
Yes.
whether it's your GP or it's your osteopath or your consultant or whoever else you're working with. It's really a collaborative effort. So hopefully the conversation will give you more confidence to talk about those things more openly with all of your other providers.
I love that. No, it's so true. And I think it's one of the things I'm proudest of with this community. Because I think there's an interesting duality sometimes in the supplement space. We as consumers can get very frustrated when we purchase a low grading supplement and it doesn't do anything, because it feels like all supplements are therefore snake oil, and a vast amount of them are, sadly. But also, when you're working with therapeutic dose levels, you really do need to respect the botanicals that you're working with, because they do have an impact. And for me, that's always been so important as well, is that we as females have an opportunity to talk to someone who really understands the product. And we obviously can't give medical advice, and even in these short consultations we're not working with those individuals as you would do if you were working privately, Charlotte, where you really get to go into the weeds, although that is a possible addition if people do want to do that following a conversation with you. But the opportunity just to come in and ask those questions, and to your point, feel that they've got some really actionable lifestyle interventions that are always science backed, that can make quite a big difference to how they feel, and arm them with the conversations they may want to have with the people that are providing that wraparound care. And hopefully MPowder is part of it, but if they're not, people walk away, I hope, with a greater sense of agency. And so much for me is about falling back in love with your body, because we're so often made to feel that what we're talking about isn't relevant or is something you just have to push on through for, but also we're made to feel like we're in some kind of diseased state. And that's not the case at all. And I think the conversations I know you have as well about this life stage is we can do so much if we've got the right tools around us.
Yeah, and also the confidence to do it as well.
Yes.
And often the conversations that I've had with people are really to clarify what the client's already saying,
Oh,
making
that's interesting.
suggestions and say, well,
Mm,
do you think this is a good idea? Or I've read about this, what do you think?
mm,
And when we may start off with those questions, but as I said, you circle back to other things in their history or other things that they're doing to be able to give that person a reliable and useful answer. There's
yeah.
no point in talking about things just because they're interesting. They've got to be useful as well.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think there is a lot around confidence.
Yes. I love that. Yeah. Feeling like we can take agency and we do know our bodies quite well. Thank you.